Good night, friends. Well. I would like to think some people have some pulling power around here. Good night, good evening, everyone. I would like to think that, us here at the O'Neill TV channel, right, has some pulling power. That is correct. No, Charmaine, don't even bother. They're listening to you. They're not just listening to me, they're listening to all of us. Don't hold on, Charmaine. Hold on. Said last night I was going to wait to see what it goes. No, they weren't going here. They were not going here, Charmaine. Them can't say what them want. Said they were not going here. If we had not complained about this nonsense, if we had not complained, they would have never showed us this. They would have never showed us this. If we did not complain, they would have never showed this. Because Menard just said me, if we did not complain, this would have never happened. If we never complain, since as we are the religious people who has been carrying this thing, because people come in and out, we have had to be complaining. Anyways, let's jump into it. Let's go. Good night, folks. Good night.
I don't know. I think I might want to cut it all off again. It's just too much to deal with, you know. Yeah, decide maybe I'll relax and go back to my short hair. What you think?
Whatever you decide, it's still beautiful. So
Thank you. I guess I'll cuddle with you.
oh, you guess.
Since you apologize.
I know. So, babe, I was thinking about something. I know I said that I wasn't gonna do the restaurant, but it's a great opportunity. But what if you and I ran it?
Look how Amber lights up when he says this. Look how much she lights up. This is where her heart is. When Amber is talking about this perfect wife thing, okay, and this nonsense she's talking about, which not only doesn't care about, when she's talking about this, Amber needs to be herself. This is whatever it is. This is what it's supposed to be. You are built to do that. This is what they're supposed to do. This is what they were supposed to do from before. They were supposed to link together. Since as I'm going to show us this marriage, right, of this man and woman, and they're dealing with this to the black community. This is what we want to see. We don't want to know this. We want to see exactly our people expanding into the marketplace as families. This is what we want to see. If this way you're going to show us, this way we want to see. This is what we want. We are the ones putting ideas in the writer's head, correct? Because they have to put it in them head so they understand who they're marketing to. Because the little people that watch the show in and out every now and again they are not religious viewers of this show. We are the religious viewers. Religious. In other words, we always watch it. We talk about it very often. We're the ones talking about this thing. So yes, them supposed to listen, Michelle. Them need to listen. Stop giving the stupid Amber. Give us the Amber that we have been asking for. He was supposed to get a recording studio. Long time I'm supposed to do this. Long time. Anthony is a true fool, a true snake. So now look at what he's getting done now. All of a sudden this is what I'm getting done. This should have happened from morning. But the owner wasn't selling her restaurant. How could it be? The Daltons. She wants what she wants is she wants investors. It's about bargaining and it's about negotiations. He could ask Runaway to be silent investors and allow him and Amber to run. That's what he should have been asking for a long time. But if now work that, now some people asked this for today, and I said, well, sure, if you're gonna have them as silent investors, where they're not saying anything about it, that's different. Now, me don't know if me like all it because, of course, me think them should do it alone. I believe they should do it alone. Me no want to see this. Separate, you want them separate, but tired of the three of them. Nothing makes the viewers happy. At this point, it's annoying. It's annoying. They all could go in on it because the other two ain't got no idea about running a restaurant. Well, I mean, at this point, they're finally listening. Look, show us the Amber and Anthony thing. Just work this as a storyline right now. Roshan says, so sneaking your business partners to please your stupid wife is good writing. Well, Roshan, it follows the trajectory of where they need to be because they've already shown us everything already with the Wayne thing and them show us everything with the Rolanda thing already. We're tired of seeing that. Develop the Amber and Anthony story if you're going to develop it and stop pairing them with the other people them because then it pulls the story down. So yes, it's better writing to put them alone in that storyline and write a story around them. Give them own story and put other characters in the story. That is the point that we're raising. Just every single minute you put Wayne in the story and Amber like in Wayne and blah. We've heard that before. We're tired of watching that. You tired of watching that. Me tired of watching that. I'm saying if you're going to give the Daltons a story, give them a story. It's just that that's all people are saying.
You and I?
Yeah. Come on, babe. Look. I know I kind of screwed you out of par 44. But honestly, I was just thinking bigger. You know, the bar was cool, but that wasn't really my passion. Like, you brought me on as an investor. And then we fell in love and got married, and the bar was kind of like a package deal, right? But this is something that, baby, I know I've never failed in business like that. And what better partner to have than my wife?
Which is exactly what O'Neill was saying today. Okay, this is what they've been showing us, Roshan and others, right? This is what they've been showing us. They've been trying to sell us that the Amber character, right? Regardless of what you want to think of her, is a great businesswoman. In other words, she has the aptitude for doing well at certain businesses. Then show us that. Show us the black woman who does well at these various businesses. Then they want to show us that Anthony is great at cash flow. Then show us the two of them working together on some businesses. You can write conflicts in there without having to put in Wayne and Rolanda. Or having to bring them back to Shayla where them get crab it again. And you see that enough times. So write the storyline where the two of them now own the business and now start expanding the story. That's the point that I'm raising. Show it that way. Show it that way. That's what we want to see right now. That's what we want you to show. Expand, progress the marriage. If you're not going to progress the marriage, break it apart. That's why people no longer want to see the marriage because they feel like it's the same thing. Them are go through the same ins and outs of everything. If you're going to show a marriage, a black marriage on screen, then expand the marriage and make it be about that marriage. That is what people are asking for. Anyways, let me read y'all's comments. 2026. So we're saying if you don't. 2026 needs to be a breakout year for the Daltons. If they are going to keep them together, we need to see their growth and strength. We need to see the partnership, a real power couple. And we don't expect them to go through what you call now slumps and hills and valleys and those. We expect that. But we're tired of seeing the same Wayne coming at the business and Shayla come inside it and then Ro coming at it and then it's a back and forth and them of course every single 2 seconds. People are tired of watching that. It's the same story. Bar 44 had food also, and Anthony, what is he talking about? Well, he must say he wants something different to work at. Only I'm happy that Anthony is talking to Amber in taking Amber into consideration. Exactly. Show that. Show this on screen. That's what we want to see. We want to see the Daltons. You have a story. Wayne's World has already expanded. You have Shayla. You have Shayla and the Rooster Nation. That's one old story in itself. Right? Mike have him little story. He's not working his story. You have Melissa. She have a story. Right? You notice there are stories. Dominic have a storyline. If you're going to show the Daltons, them expand the story. They all have stories. So I say, nothing wrong with expanding the Dalton story. The soul food restaurant to me was not a good investment. However, Amber has the ability to optimize the restaurant. Exactly. Layla, it's not a good investment to me, right? It's not a great investment. However, maybe she's going to walk in there and then I'm going to turn it around and then I'm going to try something else. But show that with the couple. I prefer to see that with a couple, how them handle this restaurant from scratch as a married couple. Does it make them come closer? Does it break them apart? That's what you want to see. That's the mystery. That's where we need to see the story going. Let's hope. Yeah, man, show us something else, man. Give it other things. Bar 44 had party wings, and I still food us. Party wings about. Or party wings about. I realize that no matter what the Daltons do, they will never be pleased. Who will never be pleased? Who will never be pleased? I love this. I love where they're taking this. This is where I want them to take us. No, I'm okay, Charmin. I'm okay with them taking me right here. So bring me to where the Daltons open this restaurant on their own. Anthony has not contributed nothing to bar 44 when he had it. Well, this is the make or break time of them going into business together. That's what you want to see. Amber and Anthony should have a power couple in business and let them flourish. Well, that's the deal. I don't expect it to be all, rosy and peaches, but I mean, give us the thing going through. And yes, Rico DIY, I hope they don't disappoint us. Trust me. Pleasant night to you as well, to The Rock. Well, at this point, I want them try. Listen to me. I want them in business together right now. This is what I want. Charmin, me not worry about the people that are supportive of Amber right now. It is perfectly fine. He fell in love with her business and independence. You have to go back to that and show that in her. Show that in the woman and show exactly how him stand up as a really lion behind this woman. That's what I want to see on screen in the black community. That's what I want him to show. Amber is a robot for Anthony and she needs to step away from him and get herself together because she can't think for herself. They need to put them together. That's what they need to do and show it together.
Like, I saw what you did with Bar 44. I know you think I didn't appreciate you running it, but I saw how much love, how much sweat, how much just pride you put into that place. And I need somebody like that. I can do the logistics and all that stuff because, me being in business, but I need somebody who can really just have a pulse on it, be the heartbeat of the restaurant.
So what about Rolanda and Wayne?
Those are my business partners. You are my wife. And who better to work with than family?
Something tells me that they watch the show today. Hold on, let's work on this. Are the writers watching? Oh my gosh, are the writers watching O'Neill TV? Answer the question, guys. Honestly, friends. Are the writers watching O'Neill TV? Like, really and truly, are they actually sitting down and watching the actual TV itself? Are they watching this? Because I believe that they're actually watching this. I honestly believe that they're actually, because there's no way that they cannot be watching what we've been saying on our live. And no way them can't be watching it. To box covers. Everything that I've said is exactly what they have said. Ain't no way they have not been watching this. Think about it. They've just told Anthony that he is the logistics man. That's what I said this morning. And then them tell Amber says she's the woman that can run the business. That's what I tell them this morning. This is what I said. This is exactly what I said this morning. Anyway, run into it.
So come on.
Anthony, don't be saying this just because you're trying to make
I'm not. I mean it.
They have to do this. If they want to win the audience back, they have to do this. They have to actually do this. If they really and truly want to win the audience back, this is how they win the audience back. I'm telling you right now, if they want to, they need to show this for 2026. They need to show this for 2026. It's all of us. I'm just saying that they've been watching O'Neill TV. In other words, they've been watching all of what we've been saying. We've all been saying it. Yes, all of us. One journey, not just me. They've been watching O'Neill TV. That's why I say it's O'Neill TV. That's what they've been watching. Equals to all of us. Yes, all of us up on the channel. Not me alone on the channel. I'm just the moderator of the channel. But they've been watching all of us. Everything that we've been saying, they've been watching.
You mean
I mean it. Let's do it.
a whole restaurant?
A whole restaurant. Our restaurant.
The Dalton's restaurant.
Yes.
Okay.
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 Yes. I accept.
You explain.
Partner.
Partner. Now, our restaurant has, we'll have a good dessert menu.
Oh, it's got to have a good
Got
dessert
to.
menu, for sure.
But
You
right
know I
now-
love sweets.
I'm trying to get some of that banana pudding.
Well,
Now the question is this. I know the country and writers and them love play games. Are they playing the audience? Me have to ask because writers, here's what going on, writers. I've come to realize that I can't trust them. Me can't trust the writers, me honestly trust them at all. That's the question. The question is, are they playing us? Because we want to see this and them are playing us. Eh? Are they playing us? Are they playing us, folks? That's the question. Are they playing us? That's what's going on right now. That's the question. Boy. I don't know. I don't know. You can't eat a banana pudding. Don't eat a banana pudding. Charmian, do not eat any more banana puddings because Anthony has been eating all the puddings out here and you know what pudding him I eat. You know what kind of pudding him actually I eat, Charmian, so don't eat any more banana puddings. Charmian, don't eat any more banana puddings. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. Just don't eat any more.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Don't eat any more banana pudding, Charmin. If you know what I know, because he's been eating the ladies them banana pudding, so you better make sure so you're not eating any more banana pudding, right? You know what? Run on, Anthony. Talk about the banana pudding.
dessert is served.
Look, I'm hoping that it's not a setup. The point of the matter is I think that we've been raising is this, right? And this is a better skit. If you're gonna give the audiences, give us this and expand from this. This is what's going on here, friends. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. They don't need to interject Shayla anymore in them story. Well, Shayla can be a girl that comes in every now and again, okay? They don't need anybody else into the Dalton story. Them just need to put people inside of the story in itself. In other words, the story can be about this new business that them have and have the conflicts in the business and people will watch it. You already know about the Amber character and every now and again you cameo different people into it. But they don't need other characters to let this storyline pump on because now you have trusted seeing the Daltons on screen. That is why O'Neill is saying what he's saying. With the whole idea of them not needing to put Wayne Knight anymore and them the need to overly interject Shayla. We don't need to see that. No, them need to put Shayla by herself. Shayla is a story. Right? Shayla is a story by herself. They need to put Shayla by herself, write her a storyline, get her thing done. In fact, I would beg to say that pretty soon they're going to have a Delisa story. They just can't have it yet. Delisa is becoming a star, but she's not fully a star yet. That's what they need to do. That's where they need to go with these. They have the storylines there. Them just need to understand that that's what they have. It didn't make no sense. Anthony going back to the business for whatever it is, that's what it is. For now, it seems like Anthony's trying to change, and I pray that he's because the Lord, he's hard to trust. Yes. So this is where they are in the story, which is kind of cool. This is what people want to watch. Show us the things. I appreciate that for supporting and agreeing with me. That's correct, Marcus. Thank you very much for watching. Nobody wants Shayla to have her own storyline unless it involves karma. I think she can have her own storyline. Them just need to write her karma in the storyline. O'Neal, this can't work. Rolanda brought the business to the team. This is literally a hot mess, betrayal. Well, them can go get a different business then. Them not have to get the same business. The point of the matter is they need to now branch off into something else alone without pulling back Wayne and Rolanda into their story. They don't need Wayne and Rolanda in their story. That is the point we're raising. They should be cameos into the Dalton story. It doesn't. But how Shayla is, she will find a way because she cannot trust Anthony. Because you can't trust Anthony. Anthony hasn't changed. He's still hiding a lot from Amber, and he is. That's why they need a story by themselves so you can see what he's hiding. Shaman, this is not a wait and see. This story, they have just come up with this story. They have just come up with this story, Shaman, because how we know is based on what they have said in the language. This story was written today. This was written today. You could have tell me something different, Shaman. They wrote this today. Whatever this is, they wrote this today. This story was written today. I'm telling you that. You can't tell me that the writers them all of a sudden have become very telepathic. It cannot be that telepathic. Please. Ain't no way. Wait and see what? Wait and see after we complain. after we cuss. Jamming after we cuss. This was written today. This was written today. How me know this was written today? How I know that they was written today? I think they're attempting to break the Daltons into their own storyline. Shayla will have her own with a new group of friends and Rolanda her own already. That's what I'm saying. It is necessary. You need to separate the different stories because you don't need them together. You don't need them together. You don't need them. You don't need them together. You don't need the storylines together. You don't first watch it. The Daltons have a storyline. Anytime the Daltons come on, people watch it. They're now creating one with the Diesel, Angelina Brody, and who else again? And Pamela has a storyline. The only thing is that they need to just gel the storyline properly, but that's also another storyline. They have the stories. Them have the stories, them just need to write the stories them properly. Write the stories properly. I need to get my writer's check. You are correct. I need to get my writer's check. But yeah, them have the storylines there. Anthony did not say that they were going to invest. He said, so I don't think it's the same restaurant. Exactly, and that's the deal. They need to add a man to Zashri. Angelina needs jail. Shayla needs an asylum, and Diesel needed his own too. They are close to having they have the issues. They have a lot of conflict that they can turn into stories because that's where you get stories. You have to have a conflict, right? You're right. You need a conflict. You need you need the actor or actress to resolve or the character to get over that particular conflict. That's it. There are the conflicts. The conflicts are there. Legitimate conflicts. The conflict with Brody and Angelina, as you can see, is a legitimate one. One that we've been arguing about, so them can write storyline on that. If they can get it right, push Coco in every now and again, and create a little thing in that. But that's a whole story by itself. I had a feeling this was the direction they were going last night. I have seen where Anthony is changing and loving Amber more. I don't think that that's what's going on. Hold on. Maybe I'm writing the story. You know what, Stephanie? Maybe O'Neill is writing the story. Maybe we're writing a story. But we should be writing a story, doing a Stephanie, because the audience is going to tell you what they're looking to see. Like what kind of things them want to see, how them want you to be influencing them. And yes, we should write the storyline. Here's how we know, Anne-Marie, that what we are saying is exactly what they're listening to. I'm going to play a part for you again. Listen to this part of the story. Listen to this.
Like that. I can do the logistics and all that stuff because, you know, me being in business, but I need somebody who can really just have a pulse on it, be the heartbeat of the restaurant.
Okay, stop right here, so I'm going to show you exactly what I know say. They've been listening to exactly what we've been saying. If you go back and watch one of my lives this morning, go back and watch one of O'Neill's live this morning. Let me see if we can find one of my lives. Hold on, friends, hold on. O'Neill around with people in them. Tell you something about O'Neill. O'Neill does not play with people. And I don't mind in the writers. Me no mind. Them explain something to you. O'Neill don't mind. Because for O'Neill, this is good work that they're doing. Right? When you write these storylines like this, you're doing good work. So O'Neill doesn't mind when they write the stories like this. I don't mind. It don't bother me. It bother other people, but it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Give me one moment. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to show you exactly, say. O'Neill know, say, they've been watching the storyline. Me know, say, they've been watching what we've been saying. Me know that. Let me see if I can find the exact parts that we talked about. I'm going to try to find it for you this morning. I'll find it for you. Don't worry. Give me one moment, friends. Give me one moment. I will show you that we have been writing the storyline. We spoke about everything entirely this morning. Boom. I want y'all to pay attention to this. So I know, so we've been writing the story. This is us this morning. Not just me. This is us discussing this morning. Listen to the storyline. If she wasn't, you would have win me. But this is it. I don't know if y'all can see this on my screen. Robert Kiyosaki had this thing called the BI triangle. Let me see if y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? Oh, come on. Give me one moment here. Give me one moment. Let's see if I can find the triangle. Let me see if I can make it so yeah. Roles in a little BI triangle. That's why I said that they can go into business together. It's just that Anton realized where he exists on the triangle. Right? To me. Now, maybe we'll have a different take. Nothing wrong with that. Let's work on the BI triangle. And yes, Dubstar is correct that he have a gem in Amber and he don't want to use it. Look at this. So the product or the service is what them provide right here. You have the legal, you have the systems. Amber look like she can make a couple of the systems that are there at the restaurant. She can do that for sure. Anthony could have handled some of the legal pieces, get him lawyer, because him do that with Shania. Correct? Amber is good at communication. Some of the communication, she could be great at that little piece of there, so right? But he's also be great at bringing capital in, cash flow. This is where he need to be. Just like him can go get investors and different people to get monies in, this is where he needs to be. That's what? The logistics. When him just step on the thing, the logistics. Don't go around O'Neill, guys. Don't go around O'Neill. We talked about this morning. That's why I know them just write this. That's why I knew they just wrote this. And that's okay. I don't mind. Listen to me. O'Neill doesn't mind. I want them to write stories like this. Remember, these skits are things that people can take them cue off of. Just like how them bring in things like NDA into it, them bring things like custody into it so people understand custody more. Because don't be fooled. Everything you watch on TV, there's something coming from it. You might not know you're getting something from it, but it's always something coming from it. There is always an agenda. Don't be fooled. There is always an agenda. Well, unless I'm seeing the tape. If that is the case, Vanswell, if they have recorded this last month, then O'Neill is looking at the tape. Based on what you're saying, Vanswell, maybe O'Neill is okay, all right. Okay. Is O'Neill looking at maybe O'Neill will look on the tape. Is O'Neill looking at the tape? Maybe O'Neill has the tape. Maybe I'm seeing the tape, Vanswell, and I'm not telling you. You know what? Maybe O'Neill's a ghostwriter and I'm not saying anything. Maybe I watch it. Maybe me know the tape. Haven't I told you every single thing what it was before? The man then bring a skit with it. What you mean? Chuck. Come on, man. They tried matching Anthony with a stripper. Then Ro, mother hen, Shayla the tutor, and finally the wife, Amber. No one can be Amber. Exactly. You just can't. Wayne said they record about 400 episodes a month. But I think that they have been very cautious as to what they record with the main storyline. They might pre-record the other ones, and because no one cares, the main storyline is important. The main storyline, them care about that. So them have to make sure them write the main storyline correct, or else if they don't, you, the audience, are going to stop watching. There's a main storyline. So you're saying now, how would that cause legal problem if it's their own restaurant? That's nothing to do with Wayne or Rolanda. There can be no legal problems if they know about the restaurant. They signed no NDA at all, nothing wrong. So whoever is saying that is not right. Whoever is saying that, not right. So don't bother with that. That's what I've been telling them, Shami. I mean, I think them get it, The main storylines have to be done very, very current because we, the audience, can complain that we don't like something and they have to change it. Do not negate the power that you have. You are the viewer. No, sure. Are the writers going to ensure them write things and take charge of it? Yes, they will. But them can't write just anything. They know that. Some of the skits are recorded daily because the news items are very current. Some skits are recorded daily based on the news items. Yes, we're sure about that. You cannot record a skit about the Cowboys winning and the Cowboys just win. Come on, guys. Come on, stop the foolishness. Y'all need to stop this. Look, most of the storylines are pre-recorded, but some storylines has to be recorded. Some storylines are very fresh. Them know that. You think them don't know that? You guys go like couldn't know what's going on. They also record many impromptu ones as well because they said it on the interview. They have to. They have to do this. The main storylines are these storylines. You think them can play on the main bread and butter? What makes the internet tick is the Amber and Anthony storyline. The Daltons. Internet ticks. When Shayla come on with Anthony, internet ticks. Shayla come on with Amber, the internet goes up. Right now, the Shayla comes on with Delicia, the internet goes up. Shayla goes over to Wayne to complain about Iman, the internet goes up. You must understand how this works. What do you think this is? It's called advertisement. This is called entertainment. You must be current or else you will fall behind. You think that's how this thing works? Yeah, I believe that's how this thing works. That's how this thing works, don't it? You better stay current. You must be current. So yes, some of the things are current. You are correct. Some things are recorded from before. Nothing wrong with that. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted now. Who is? And some keywords too are important to be there. Bethany is leading in the skit views and not Shayla. Correct. Because they've been showing us Shayla not getting any karma, and people want to see Shayla get karma. The moment them show Shayla getting karma, them go bring the views up. The moment them show that, you can bring them. Shayla isn't a good actor. All she does is fuss and fight and make problem. But the thing is, that's who her character is. It's a character that fusses and fights. So sometimes she might just be that antagonist. Yeah? Amber and Anthony are still the main storyline. Just because they are in low point at this moment doesn't change what they are to the skits. They have the most followers outside of the skits. And that people need to understand. That's how this thing works. Amber and Anthony story this. No, them need to break it away, which is what we're telling them. The Daltons already has a storyline. The problem why them not have Shayla where they need to have her yet is because they not take my advice. Shayla needs to crash. You have to crash it first. You have to crash her down to speed. The audience must get very happy with Shayla crashing until the audience just get tired of seeing her crash. Then them say, okay, you know what? We've seen enough. Good Lord. Oh my God. All right, me get it. Yes, you have to feel sorry for her, but as of right now, we don't feel sorry for Shayla. That's the deal. You just don't. And so because of that, yes, her skits are going to take a blow. But that's how it works. The Daltons are the main storyline. Trust me. There's a reason why they come on at 11:30. Don't get mistaken. Don't get it mistaken. M. Johnson, don't trip. Don't get it mistaken. While Bethany's storyline is a good storyline, don't get it twisted. The Dalton storyline is still the storyline. How? Because yes, anybody that gets the morning slots and the late night slots are the two people that control Skitland. Those are the two. If you notice, Angelina come on and the viewership go down drastically. Right? And if it's not done correct. Notice that. Not anybody can take this slot that we're looking at right now. Not anybody can take it. So just don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Not anybody can come on at this point in time. This time, and at what time is in the morning for you guys? 9:30. The 9:30 slot for you guys in the morning, right? So don't get it twisted. The bar's nightlife, which was his main problem. She was coming home at all times in the morning and complaining about his stress. Yes. But now they need to navigate that back again. Shayla will never get her karma because Wayne and the writers will not let it happen. But they need to make it happen in order to progress her storyline. Shayla is a terrible actress. She rose because of the Dalton storyline. She's flatlining now. The whole Brody line is weak. I don't think all of the Brody storyline is weak. I think them have something in a Dove Star. In the Brody storyline, I think they have something if they play it right. Now, the problem I think we're having with the Brody storyline is that you cannot write Angelina to be a victim without karma. Because you haven't resolved what happens to the character. You can't see. You and I get turned off by seeing people who are doing a bunch of evil win. Then we won't watch it anymore. It's just what it is. That's what's going on. Tired of Shayla. I've been watching Barry and Larry. Something worth watching. And it is a good storyline, but they take up the middle of the day, the belly of the day. Now, is their storyline rising? Yes, it is, but it's not at the prime time slot as yet. Shayla is not a good actress at all. All of her violent speeches are just switches with a new man. It's how they're writing the character. Sometimes part of Shayla's thing is how they write the character. It's being written to be extremely melodramatic, and that's why I don't believe it. It's too melodramatic. It's not realistic. So because it's not real, yes, she's not going to come off as a good actress because it's not real. The audience are Shayla haters. She gets 1 million views on Facebook every skit. Yes, because they're not really haters. People just want to see Shayla get karma. I think you're misreading it. O'Neill, I'm happy that they're trying to make the audience have some hope in the Daltons. And that's what people is asking for. People is starting to complain. Listen, you have a lot of married couples and Christian people that watch this show. And if you're telling these Christian folks, let me break it down to you. Let's go beyond the matrix. If you're telling us Christian folk who believe in good marriages, in sacred marriages, in marriage that are lasting long, listen to even the people on my channel. A lot of the folks on my channel married over 30 years and their marriages are still going. If you keep selling to the audience that marriages ain't worth ish these days and nobody, it don't make sense to get married because the man you get married to is going to be a dog like Anthony and whatever else it is and blah, 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 then guess what? People stop watching that. Because people like Shami in my audience, or like Anne-Marie who married long time, or give me another name who married long time, because you have a bunch of people in my audience who are married a long time. Nanya who married whole heap of years. These people are going to push back. One journey, married whole heap of years. These people are going to push back and say, wait, this doesn't make sense. You have a lot of those folks watching this. You have a lot of them watching this. So when them are watching this and them seeing the nonsense, it's almost like no marriage works. Then that's why you're having the issue. That is why you have an issue with it. That's why you're going to have an issue. The young people watch this sporadically. And by young people, I mean people under the age of, say, 25. Them watch this sporadically. When it accelerates, them watch it. To what I've seen. People who over, say, the age of 40 watch this more religiously. So that is your fan base. People over 40 want to see hope. They want to see marriages working. They want to see marriages doing its best. They want to see what is happening with the business. They want to see how them can level up. They want to see exactly. They want to learn things from these skits. See, KP married 27 years. She knows that it's a foolishness. She know how marriage works. So yes, like I've told the writers, if you want to see how marriages work, come in my comments. Writers, if you don't want to hear about marriages, come in my comments. Trust me, the people in here will give you a plethora of information. I've learned so much from the people in here. So that's how this works. That's how this works. So you have to cater to that fan base. So that's what's going on. M. Johnson, don't get it twisted. That's why the Daltons have something, because people want to see, is this marriage going to work? Is it not going to work? What are we going to see? That's what you want. That's what you want. And remember, when they ask things, we the viewers know that Amber and Anthony are why we watch the skits. Them know that. The way Shayla talked to these yesterday showed she still feels she did nothing wrong. Correct. But she played just a way there. I need to see what's happening at the concert. So, Wayne said in the interview that Shayla is his favorite. Again, Wayne has allowed Shayla to get away with so much that she isn't getting no karma behavior. Isn't only normalized, it's rewarded. Shayla reward. Okay. So let me explain Shayla to you, Philip. Shayla is, okay, I don't know if you like wrestling. I'm going to use wrestling as the thing. Shayla is like that person in wrestling who is extremely evil and nobody likes them, but somehow them always get to win. Wrestling does it a lot. WWE has Shayla characters a lot. I know the recipe. That's the recipe. She's what they call a heel. You have something called a baby face, which is Amber and Anthony. You have something called a baby face equals, let's work on this. Since I don't know why we get into this. People love you. And then there's something called a heel. People hate you. That's what's going on. So those are the characters in a nutshell. Those are the characters in a nutshell. I told you Lelisa was a bird. Today's skits proved me right. That's correct. Delisa is developing. Her storyline not fully come through yet. Amber should, if she had never taken him back, the way him and the 304 played in her face, most be on first 48. Okay. All right. All of the people from the age group 23 to 40 is tired of the fake Dalton's marriage. But those are not the main people that are supporting these skits. Trust me. Trust me. M. Johnson, please, if there's anything we can ask you to do, is to trust me. They're not the main audience. If I was to do an upside down pyramid, they are not the main audience. They come in and they go out. That's who they are. They're the people who, them are not regular shoppers. Them just come by every now and again. The regular shoppers are people 40 and over. I'm just saying. Those are your regular shoppers. And by regular shoppers, it means people who are always watching the skits regardless of what's going on. Those are the regular shoppers. Now, when you lose the regular shoppers, that's when you have a problem. Good. Anthony needs his karma as well. As well as karma as well. Can't just Shayla. That's correct, Dre. Them also need to show Anthony with him karma. So they need to isolate the Amber character with Anthony and put it that way. Shayla is real life delusional. So, that's right. So she won't get karma. These men look like they're about to traffic these girls. Delicia and them, eh? Well, it looked like that to me, yes. It looks so. I've been watching a little bit, but hey, let's see. You see that? Married for over 30 years. I'm telling you, a dime a, you can find wives and husbands in my comments, a dime a dozen. These are the regular watchers. That's what I'm explaining to y'all. Y'all are the regular watchers of the show. Don't get it twisted. M. Johnson, if you don't trust anything at all, please take this that I'm telling you. You know what, M. Johnson, since that you want me to tell you how me know, because I use my channel to exactly give you a range of who is watching this stuff. That's what it is. So don't get it twisted. The people who under 30, believe me, them come in and go out. We know that too. He knows that. I didn't catch the list and the rest of the birds today. She was doing her thing with her friends. Them gonna talk a little bit. It's not really too much action, but hey, it's there. No, M. Johnson, we want Anthony to get his karma as well. That's true. We want him to get the karma as well too. We don't want Anthony to come off of the hook. We've been talking about Anthony from last night. What do you mean? Why do you think we make nice on Amber? Old folks shouldn't be watching Country Wayne when we're watching Country Wayne. I saw it go. I saw it go. I saw it go right now. I saw it go. Every day I'm telling y'all, the people who watch this is what it is. O'Neill, I said I was not watching for 2026 because there's no way you can have a godly woman in so much pain and suffering, fornication and adultery life with peace and happiness. And adultery, living a life with peace and happiness. Makes sense. Makes sense, I understand. They are in Africa. Who Vanzilla talk about? I started liking Bethany skits, but this constant arguing back and forth is becoming very annoying. Brooke is about to graduate, and then what? Chase and Candice have no steam, so Chase, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Makes sense. It needs a little bit of steam. My say this again, married for over 40 years, trust me. So the people here want to see substance in the marriage because, listen, what Wayne has, I keep saying this over and over again. This is exactly why I only created this channel. Because what Wayne have, and I keep saying it, I'm now stop saying it. The reason why I started watching this is because I felt like all of these stories, even though they were being told from a Black American community theater cinematic view, was still applicable to people in the Caribbean because we experience the same experiences. Even though we're not born on the same continent and the same land space, some way, somehow, our experiences were matching. Some realized that he actually has something to teach. Then I brought up the fact that this was how Shakespeare, in the days of Shakespeare, and I keep saying this, theater was used to socialize the masses. So if you want to socialize the masses, anything you want to do, you put it into a skit. If you want the masses learn about DNA testing, then for example, put it in a skit. Then I told y'all, O'Neill did the same thing when he was younger, back in, say, in the 99, those times. Because when they had a lot of HIV campaigns in the 1990s, right? Remember when HIV was a big thing? And they were putting up HIV campaigns, O'Neill would have done a bunch of skits. We would have done these, we call them community plays. We would go in the community And we would do these skits on HIV to tell you about the disease. We explain to you how you get it, how you contact it, how you treat it, what you can do to prevent it, how is the way you can get around it. Then we'd also have you have sympathy and empathy for different people. And have you having empathy for different people with these, disease, this particular disease. That was how we socialize the masses. So we don't need to talk him now and just talk because he just like talking. That's where it come from. So we know the value of the skit them. So the skit them about the value. And I keep saying to Wayne him to understand. You have a skit with value. So now you have this married couple. We know it's not going to be perfect, but they need to show it more. It needs to have more with what we've been saying. It just wants some more substance in the marriage. We know marriage is not perfect. Everybody know that. Come on. We all know that. So that's what the deal is. Anyways, I'm going on and on and on. So let's go. Delicia's friend Abigail is the only good one with sense. She was the only one that didn't agree with Delicia messing with Iman. She's the only one in Africa showing respect for herself. Yes, Delicia a while out in Africa. Dre, I used to watch. I had to tap out. I still can't wait on Montana trip. Which Montana? Where you going? Montana? Let's put religion aside. Because religion wouldn't condone owning a club. Makes sense, and that's why it's just stories. Chase trying to add a neighbor attracted to him. I don't think Candice is really pregnant. Makes sense. The Gen Z Jezebel supporting the 304 while the millennials watch the Daltons. That is correct. So they move in and out of the skit. They move in and out. Gen Z Jezebels. Dove Star making no straight off of the bat. Team Amber all day. Country and pushes baby mothers and side chick agenda, not wholesome marriages. And that's what now he's getting the flack for. Because him now push the Amber and Anthony marriage like he's supposed to. People is saying clean up the storyline. Clean up the story. That's all y'all are saying in a nutshell. Clean up the storyline. Clean up the story. The Daltons are in their 40s, so there's no way a 46-year-old woman would put up with Anthony's daily disrespect. Depends. But they're playing her as a young girl. Anthony needs some karma because he came back in Amber's life and treats her bad. Like she keep getting karma, and Shayla and Anthony and Angelina get no karma, not fair at all. Makes sense? Them need the karma for true. Amber took Anthony back, knowing full well he had a baby with her ex-best friend. So it makes no sense. We keep talking about it. Thank you very much, folks. That's why I said let's move on. Just move on. Checking back on it done already. Wayne's skits are about his real life and miserable imagination. Chase is clean cut. Yes, those are the storylines, friends. That's what I'm giving us to watch, friends. That's what I'm going to give us to watch. And intriguing storylines. I'm going to try to get us to get there. That's what's going on. We see the miserable imagination. O'Neill, I work with people living with HIV and AIDS with the Ryan White program. Yes. I'm glad that you're doing the work. There was a time when O'Neill had to do the work as well too. Yeah, I tell you, listen to me, in the 1990s when AIDS just came out in Jamaica, O'Neill was a part of the initiative because it was money being spent. It was money being spent as an initiative to teach. So people could learn about HIV so they could understand what it is, how you prevent it, how you get over HIV, how you contract the disease. If you contract it, what do you do? Yeah, we have to create plays and skits, go into the community and set up shop, maybe at like a bar or maybe outside of a restaurant or something. And we just set up the microphone and start the skit, call people in just like a regular, people walking by, people, cars driving by, and we playing the play. That's what it is. That's what theater is. That's O'Neill's theater background in a nutshell. That's, hey, me get as grassroots as it comes. That's what I'm saying. So that's what this is. That's what this is. You know, people, she was the first gold digger. I said Amber was the first gold digger. Shayla is Tony. Shania is Tony real life girlfriend, and he's definitely expecting a little girl. Okay. So they are expecting a little girl. I see. Wayne is trash, something like Tyler Perry without the money. Well, I mean, I think, look, he can get there. Him just need to just listen to him audience. If he listens, he'll be fine. Nobody's getting to get karma there. We will know karma for Anthony, Shayla, Damini, or Angelina. No, that, sure, we need to see. Vanswell, we are talking about now, Vanswell. So, I saw she was the first woman to hustle her way into a millionaire money. Who? We are talking about Amber again, Vanswell. Lord gosh, I don't know if Vanswell and leave Amber alone. Does Vanswell dream about Amber every night? I saw. Me need even know this. Does Vanswell dream about Amber every night? Vanswell comes on here deliberately to shade Amber. Vanswell, I'm a feeling to Amber in your thoughts at night time. Vanswell must dream about Amber at night time, man. You must dream about Amber at night time. There's no way. If Vanswell come on and tell about Amber, what Amber do from what she hasn't done. If Vanswell, trust me, man. Be sure. Be sure. You know what, Vanswell? Me no really love her, no. Me believe I love her. You can tell me what you want them, but me believe you love her. Secretly. Secretly. Vanswell loves Amber. Secretly. Secretly. Vanswell, don't worry. Don't worry, Vanswell. Secretly, me believe say you love Amber. Secretly, me believe say you have some love in your heart. Something to your love. Eh? They don't know what. It look like so the ear them at the back of your neck stand up every time we talk. Secretly, there is some amount of love in Vanswell's heart when it comes to Amber because there's no way. No way. Where Vanswell? Vanswell, where you gone? God, Vanswell, where you gone? Come tell me, man. This title does not have Shayla's name into it. We don't have Shayla's name in this one. What do you mean every title have Shayla's name into it? Vanswell love Amber. The hair in the back of Vanswell neck stands up every single time I talk about Shayla. Listen to me, man. Oh my God. I live rent free. Rent free. Living rent free in a Vanswell head right now. This is how Amber is living in Vanswell's head. This is exactly how people are living in Vanswell head right now. How Amber are living in Vanswell. Is Amber living rent free? Vanswell, me say, Vanswell is not easy, you know. Vanswell always a trouble. No worry, Vanswell. Shayla living in my mind sometimes. So don't worry yourself, Vanswell. Shayla live rent free in my head sometimes. Don't worry, Vanswell. It's not you alone. Don't worry. Sometimes I get the Shayla itis too. Trust me, I have the Shayla itis. O'Neil sometimes have Shayla itis. Don't worry, Vanswell. O'Neil has Shayla itis. Don't worry yourself, Vanswell. Amber might live rent free, but don't worry yourself. O'Neil have Shayla itis. Don't worry yourself. Anyways, friends, thank y'all for chilling with me tonight. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. I love y'all. Guys, get some rest. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night.